When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Hokies will get us started with the opening kickoff. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Mack. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Alabama quickly back to the line. Gives it on the option. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, makes the grab past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Offense, quick tempo.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Out of the backfield, he's open.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Edwards. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
With the catch, it's Edwards. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He caught it! And he was pushing for that goal line, of the knee stopped him at the 2.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Back to throw, it's Mack. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
This defense is playing aggressive and physical, attacking at the 1-yard line, Palmer. They are not surrendering anything.
And I think on offense here, this is 4-down territory. You're at the 1. Let's just roll.
Sneaks into the end zone.
The job by this offense. This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gives it to the back on the draw. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Hokies will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Quarterback on the keeper. With that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
On the ground, it's Overton. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. The snap sets up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Overton. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Quarterback will keep it. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. Trying play action. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Mack. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Second down, he'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And a those screen passes. I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
It's complete to the left. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Here comes that Alabama offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air. It's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. That is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Under fire. Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On the run, it's Overton. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it looking for a 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Inside the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They stopped him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Hokies looking to convert on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out.
The push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, getting the ball.
Back to throw, it's Mack. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They kick it away on fourth down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. Got him downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end. but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man downfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Timeout, Virginia Tech. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And remember, he's already had 1 blocked in this game. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for them?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Running to Green. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Gives it on the option. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Overton. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
On the option. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And that one will give them the lead.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 18 over Troy. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Edwards. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
And it's okay that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions and they need to find a way on third down. Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Edwards. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Here comes the option. The pitch. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To throw, it's Mack. The sure hands, it's Ross. Crosses the 30, he's going. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's McNeil. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make it.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he will score! Touchdown, Bama! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Overton. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Wants to go up top. Fires one high and deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Hokies will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
The give to the back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Mack. Dumps it to the back. It's caught. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
to the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's McNeil. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Taking it the other way. Crosses midfield. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Back to pass, it's Mack. Throws to the wideout. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Shotgun snap on third down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. He's loose. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in stores deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 39 to Ole Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Mack. Rushes on him. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell in.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback.
Deep shot for the end zone. He had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He's got an open man. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Huge losses on the play. Offense is stopped. Will be returned for downs.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Dobbs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Give to the big fullback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Nice job to make a fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.